That's right. And who cares about the external? Aishwarya doesn't go to a gym and has never been weight conscious. If you don't believe that, watch what happens when you give her a menu.
Some kebabs, fish and chicken, and cashew chicken. Bread, Indian bread. Garlic cheese naan.
Yes.
I love butter and cheese and bread, and it's fab hot.
Hold on. She's not done.
And some prawns, please. Oh, well done. Yeah, great. Thanks. And dal.
She never dreamt of being an actress. She grew up in a strict middle-class home, the daughter of a merchant marine and a writer. She was an A student on track to becoming an architect until the Miss World pageant came along. She entered because, she says, she wanted to change the way the world sees India.
For me, it went beyond being a beauty queen. For me, it went about being the 20-year-old girl from India on the international platform. And a lot of people actually would assume that I wasn't even educated in India because of the way I'd speak. And they'd be like, have you studied in India? Do you actually speak English out there? And I was like, this is so interesting that so many people know so little about my country. And this is exactly what I wanted to do when I set out on this little mission in my head.
Were you surprised when you won?
Yeah. Oh, that's the other thing. When we'd rehearse, whoever would be the winner, we'd do this whole mock, oh my God, I have won! Because you kind of have seen title holders do this all along.
Yeah, that's right.
And oh my God, when I won.
Did you do it?
Oh, I did that. And I was like, I did that thing.
She was 21 when she became Miss World, and it didn't take long for her to become the brightest star in Bollywood. Today at 30, she's still a traditional Indian girl, which, by the way, means she still lives at home.
Here you are, 30 years old, a career woman, making good money, and you're living at home with mom and dad.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know that Americans will find that very strange.
I wouldn't understand why, but that's probably because that's the way of life there. Would that generally be so? Would that be like everybody has to or does move out? Is there like a social rule? Or?
A 30-year-old woman in America who has her own career and is making good money will not be living at home.
By virtue of my job, I'm traveling out. You get to spend very little time with your family. We hardly get to meet each other, except on the one odd day we really get to spend time, have dinner together. And that's rare, and we cherish it.
Do you consider yourself an independent woman?
Yes. Yes. And I don't see any reason why moving away from your family is a statement of independence.
And she doesn't have anything to prove. She's an astute businesswoman who negotiates her own contracts.
Because you're worth it.
Including her endorsements for L'Oreal, Coca-Cola, and De Beers Diamonds. Today she's not only one of the wealthiest women in India, but Time magazine named her one of the 100 most influential people on the planet. When she's seen in new clothes, it invariably sparks a new fashion trend. When she asked for my opinion on different outfits she was trying out, whether it was Western,
I think I can't speak.
or traditional Indian, I was often at a loss for words. You know, it was even more painful.
I did something for you to try on.
She stuck stuff on me.
But I don't think this is me.
Like an air jacket. No, like for a formal evening?
All of which led to the accusation that I was just hopelessly out of it.
It's just about being open to life and trying different things out. It's just that.
I've never cared about clothes.
It's not about caring, it's just about trying, about the adventure of trying different things.
I don't want a man who ties me down, does what he wants while I hang around.
Right now, trying different things for Aishwarya means going to Hollywood. She's already got several films lined up. This is her first. It's from the director of Bend It Like Beckham, and it's called Bride and Prejudice. It's a very proper film. But eventually in Hollywood, India's good girl is bound to run up against something of a cultural hurdle.
I love you, Mansi. Do you love me?
Kissing men on the big screen.
You're going to do Hollywood films now?
Mm-hmm.
At some point, the director is going to say, kiss him. What are you going to do?
We'll cross the bridge when we reach it. But yeah, let's see. We'll work on the story, we'll work on the scene, I'll work on the part, and let's see.
Do you think if you were to make an American film where you are kissing an actor that this would be a scandal over here?
It would definitely be a topic of discussion. They're going to enjoy it.
You're being
They're going to
really,
enjoy talking about it.
you're being really careful. Because I understand that there's a lot of India that resents you going to Hollywood. They say, hey, come on, she is ours. We don't want her to go over to the Americans.
And then again, there are so many Indians who have expressed so much of pride. They look at this as such a positive possibility because there really hasn't been that strong a representation of the Indian in Hollywood.
But that could change with the Aishwarya in the vanguard of an Indian invasion. Is Hollywood ready? That's one question. There are others.
Someone said to me this week that you are a Greek goddess with the soul of an Indian. What is the finest compliment you have ever received, the one that touched you the most?
When people call me real, I love it. And it has a lot of meaning. It means a lot to me, and it's touching when people would see that and acknowledge it.
When people call you real? Mm-hmm. Well, you are.
Okay. Thank you.
Listen, there's one question I've got to ask you. I'm sorry, but every man watching is going to want to know whether you have a steady boyfriend.
That's for the autobiography. You're still waiting, aren't you?